Hey guys, Tia here from Tia and Andy, and camping season is upon us, which can only mean one thing. We need those camp recipes. If you're like us and you like to cook while camping, you're going to want to watch this video because we're sharing 5 more of our favorite camping meals. Let's go. If you're looking for some finger food while camping, Campfire chicken wings are a great option. We also love these because they are super easy to make. We always marinate our chicken wings prior to heading out to camping. We choose our marinade of choice and throw that in a Ziploc bag with the wings. This means that they're going to be marinating up until the point that we cook them, giving them the maximum flavor. In this video, we made sriracha chili chicken wings. If you want the recipe for that, check out our Campfire chicken wing full recipe video. When you're ready to eat your chicken wings, you literally just take them out of that Ziploc bag and line them in your cast iron skillet. If your marinade doesn't have a lot of oil in it, we recommend adding a little bit of oil to the skillet as well, just to make sure the chicken wings don't stick. Once they're all laid out there, you're just gonna place them over your campfire. Now you have 2 options here. In this video, we were cooking directly on coals, which meant that we needed to make a nice bed of coals prior to cooking the wings. You'll see here, we're gonna put our skillets directly on those nice hot coals. If you are at a provincial park that has a campfire with a grate, you can also place your pan directly on the grate on top of the fire instead of directly in the coals. Both options will cook your wings perfectly. Keep an eye on your wings and make sure to flip them a few times so that they don't stick. Once they're cooked, all you have left to do is enjoy. Next on the list, we have Campfire Chili. Chili is such a great camping option, especially if you're camping in the spring or fall when the nights get a little bit cold. This hearty meal is easy to pull together and super delicious.
Pretty simple recipe here. We're gonna use our Men Grills pot, ground beef, pre-cooked as per usual, beef broth. Won't be chili without some sort of beans and tomatoes, and then to kick off the flavor a bit of tomato paste just to get that extra tomatoey flavor. We're just gonna pop it all in here. We're not gonna hang the pot over the coals. We're just gonna put it beside and then let it slowly come and get all tasty.
If you're a breakfast at any time of day type of person, Shakshuka is the perfect recipe for you. The other great thing about this recipe is it is so easy to make. This is actually something that we made for the first time this year, and we are now obsessed. This is a 1-dish recipe, making it ideal for camping. You're going to start off by putting a little bit of olive oil into a pan and tossing in some onion, red bell pepper, and a little bit of garlic. You're gonna let that cook down and then add tomato. This can be canned tomato, canned diced tomato, or even just fresh tomato that you've cut up. Let that cook down as well and then add some seasoning. Things like cumin, paprika, and cayenne pepper, and a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. Once that has all cooked down a little bit more, you're going to top the whole pan with your eggs. Simply crack them directly into the pan and let them cook. Once you're ready to serve your shakshuka, top it with a little bit of feta and some cilantro. A camping trip would not be complete without Campfire Nachos. These are great because you can either eat them as a snack or as a whole meal. Literally just make the amount that you think is going to suit your needs. Now, one thing we like to do before we head out camping is pre-cook our meat and beans that we're going to put on our nachos. This just makes things a little bit easier as we're assembling. From there, it's pretty straightforward. Take your cast iron skillet, put your nachos in, put your meat and beans, top with cheese, and repeat this process for as many layers as you'd like. From here, cover your skillet with a little bit of tin foil, make sure it's sealed nice and tightly, and then place it on the campfire to let that cheese melt.
Trick with this, we put a couple of fresh pieces on top with this raging fire so that the nachos are not in direct contact with the fire. Otherwise, it's like Burn City. So
once the cheese has melted, remove your pan from the campfire and top your nachos with the rest of the fixins. We like to add things like tomato, green onion, and cilantro. Our last camping meal is another great one for those colder evenings, and it's also another one-pot meal. It's campfire beef stew. This is something we came across over the last few months as well, and we are obsessed. It's basically just a stew with potato, onion, meat, some vegetables, and broth. We start out by putting oil and onion into our pot and letting that cook down. We then take our meat and sear it over the campfire to make sure that it's actually going to cook through when we throw it into the pot. From here, we're going to add the rest of the ingredients into the pot as well. Things like diced potato, some carrots, and our beef broth. Lastly, we'll add salt and pepper to give it some taste. And that's really all there is to it. You just top your pot, put it over the campfire, and let it cook down. Now, depending how fast you want this to cook, you'll have to have either a smaller fire or a bigger fire. We just periodically checked it throughout the day since we were going to be near a campfire anyway, and once it was ready, we put it in a bowl and enjoyed. That wraps up this version of our top 5 camping meals. If you're looking for more recipes, check out our original video with 5 additional camping meal recipes. And if you want more in-depth information, check out the individual recipe videos. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like our content and want to continue to see more of it, please consider giving us a big thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. We'll catch you on the next one.